Hey everyone. So I'm Tom, and welcome back to English Fluency, the podcast. I'm pretty excited about today's topic because honestly, I probably spend way too much time chatting online. Like my phone shows I average 4 hours and 27 minutes of screen time daily. That's that's probably not healthy, but hey, it's 2025, right? So anyway, today we're diving into something that's absolutely essential if you want to communicate with people around the world, online chat English. And I'm going to be honest with you, this is stuff I wish I'd known when I was learning Spanish. I remembered trying to chat with this guy from Mexico, and I was so formal, writing like, "Good afternoon, how are you today?" And he just replied, "LOL, sup." I had no idea what that meant. I thought, wait, did I mention this story before? Anyway, here's the thing, and this might sound weird, but the English we use in chats, WhatsApp, Instagram DMs, Discord, it's completely different from textbook English, like completely different. And if you don't know these phrases, you'll sound like a robot, or worse, you'll be totally confused when someone writes NGL, that's fire. So let me ask you something. When was the last time you tried to chat with someone online in English? Maybe it was on social media or in a work group chat, or maybe you were playing an online game. How did it feel? Were you confident? Or did you worry about every single word you typed? Look, I get it. Online chatting can be scary because it's so immediate, you know? When you write an email, you can take your time, check grammar, use Google Translate. But in chats, people expect quick responses. And honestly, sometimes I still panic when I see those 3 dots showing someone is typing. Like, what are they going to say? But here's the deal. Once you master just 15 basic chat phrases, everything changes. You'll feel confident jumping into any conversation, whether it's with friends, colleagues, or that random person who added you on Instagram because they saw your vacation photos. Actually, speaking of vacation photos, I posted this picture of my coffee last week and got 47 comments. 47! That's more attention than my actual accomplishments get, but that's another story. All right, let's start with the absolute basics, the phrases you'll use every day. And remember, we're going to practice these together, so don't just listen, repeat after me. Your mouth needs to learn these sounds, okay? First up, greetings. Now, you might think, "Hello, how are you?" is fine for chats, but actually, it's not wrong, but it's super formal. It's like showing up to a beach party in a business suit. You're not wrong, but you're definitely overdressed. So what do we actually say? Let's practice. Hey. Simple, friendly, works everywhere. Say it with me. Hey. What's up? This is asking how someone is, but casual. What's up? How's it going? Another casual greeting. How's it going? And my personal favorite, hey, what's up? You combine them. Hey, what's up? Now, how do we respond? Here are the most common ones. Not much. You? Perfect for when you're just chilling. Not much. You? Just working. Always honest, always relatable. Just working. Same old, same old. This means everything is normal, nothing special. Same old, same old. Or simply, good, thanks. Short and sweet. Good, thanks. Now here's where it gets interesting, and this is something I learned the hard way. In chat English, we use so many abbreviations, like so many. I remember when my British mate Dave first wrote BRB to me, and I spent 10 minutes trying to figure out what it meant. I thought it was his name spelled weird or something. Turns out it means be right back. Who knew? Let's learn the essential ones. These will save you time and make you sound natural. LOL, laughing out loud, even when you're not actually laughing. LOL. OMG, oh my God, for when you're surprised. OMG. BRB, be right back, when you need to leave for a moment. BRB. GTG, gotta go, when you're leaving the conversation. GTG. NVM, Never mind. When you change your mind about something. NVM. IMO. In my opinion. For sharing your thoughts. IMO. IKR. I know, right? When you agree with someone. IKR. Actually, let me tell you a funny story about IKR. Last month, my student Ahmed from Iraq used it perfectly in our group chat. He wrote, "The grammar test was hard, IKR, and I was so proud." But then he asked me what it meant. Turns out he'd been copying other students without knowing. We all had a good laugh about that. Now, let's talk about expressing emotions in chats. This is crucial because people can't see your face or hear your voice. So we use specific words and phrases to show how we feel. For excitement, that's awesome. That's awesome. So cool. So cool. Amazing. Amazing. For agreement, exactly. Exactly. Totally. Totally. For sure. For sure. For disagreement. I don't think so. I don't think so. Not really. Not really. Maybe not. Maybe not. And here's something interesting. We soften disagreement online more than in person. Instead of saying, "No, you're wrong," we might say, "I see it differently." Or, "That's one way to look at it." It's more polite, you know? Oh, and can we talk about emojis for a second? Because honestly, emojis are they're their own language now. I'm not kidding. My niece sent me a message last week that was just emojis. Pizza, question mark, thumbs up. And I understood perfectly. She was asking me if I wanted pizza, and I replied with thumbs up. No words needed. But here's the thing about emojis. Different cultures use them differently. What seems friendly in one country might seem weird in another. I learned that using too many smiley faces can seem insincere in some cultures. Who knew? Anyway, let's practice some common chat situations. Imagine you're in a group chat with international friends. Someone shares good news. Friend, "I got the job." You, "Congrats, that's fantastic." Or, "Congrats, so happy for you." Or simply, "Yes, well done." Let's try that together. "Congratulations, that's fantastic." "Congrats, so happy for you." "Yes, well done." Now, someone shares bad news. Friend, "My flight got canceled." You, "Oh no, that sucks." Or, "Oh, that's annoying." Or, "Sorry to hear that." Practice with me. "Oh no, that sucks." "Oh, that's annoying. Sorry to hear that." Here's something I find fascinating about chat conversations. It's like a dance. Someone writes something, you respond, they respond back. But here's the key. You don't need to respond to everything immediately. I used to stress about this so much. If someone wrote something and I didn't reply within 5 minutes, I thought they'd be offended. But actually, that's not how it works. Online chats are asynchronous. That's a fancy word meaning people respond when they can. So if someone writes, "What are you doing?" at 2 p.m. and you see it at 6 p.m., you can just say, "Just got home from work. How was your day?" Let me give you some super useful phrases for managing chat timing. "Sorry, just saw this." When you're replying late. "Sorry, just saw this." "Been busy all day." Explaining why you weren't available. "Been busy all day." "Back now." When you return to the conversation. "Back now." Catching up on messages. When you have many to read. Catching up on messages. Now, let's talk about asking questions in chats. This is where many learners struggle because they overthink it. You don't need perfect grammar in chats. You need clarity and speed. Instead of, "Could you please tell me what time the meeting will commence?" Just say, "What time's the meeting?" Instead of, "I would like to know if you have completed the assignment." Just say, "Did you finish the homework?" Let's practice some essential chat questions. You free? Asking if someone's available. You free? What you up to? Asking what someone's doing. What you up to? Want to hang out? Inviting someone to spend time. Want to hang out? Need help? Offering assistance. Need help? Make sense? Checking if someone understands. Make sense? Actually, let me tell you about a mistake I made when I was learning Spanish. I was chatting with this girl from Argentina, and I wanted to ask if she was free to video call, but I wrote it so formally. "Excuse me, would it be possible for you to engage in a video conversation at your earliest convenience?" She replied with question mark, and I realized I sounded like a robot. Now I just write, "Free to video chat?" The thing is, and this might sound obvious, but bear with me, chat English is about connection, not perfection. People want to understand you and connect with you. They don't care if you use gonna instead of going to, or if you forget an article here and there. Let me share some phrases that show you're engaged and interested. Tell me more. Shows you want details. Tell me more. That sounds cool. Shows interest. That sounds cool. What happened next? Keeps the story going. What happened next? I can't believe it. Shows surprise. I can't believe it. And here are some phrases to wrap up conversations naturally. Gotta run. You need to leave. Gotta run. Talk soon. Promising future contact. Talk soon. Have a good one. General friendly goodbye. Have a good one. Sleep well. If it's nighttime for them. Sleep well. Now, here's something really important that I learned from my student Maria. Or was it Mariana? Anyway, she taught me that different platforms have different vibes. Like the way you chat on WhatsApp with friends is different from how you chat on LinkedIn with colleagues. WhatsApp with friends, super casual, lots of emojis, abbreviations everywhere. Instagram DMs, casual, but maybe a bit more polished, especially if you don't know the person well. Discord, depends on the server, but usually pretty relaxed. Work chat apps like Slack, professional, but still conversational. Let me give you some examples. WhatsApp with friends. OMG, did you see the game last night? Insane. Work Slack. Did anyone catch the game last night? What a match. Same message, different style. Make sense? And speaking of work chats, oh boy, this is where I see students struggle the most because you want to be professional, but you also want to be friendly and approachable. It's like walking a tightrope while juggling. Okay, that's probably a terrible metaphor, but you get the idea. Here are some professional chat phrases that are still friendly. Thanks for the update. Acknowledging information. Thanks for the update. Let me check and get back to you. When you need time. Let me check and get back to you. Makes perfect sense. Showing understanding. Makes perfect sense. I'll take care of it. Taking responsibility. I'll take care of it. Now, before we wrap up, let me share something that might change how you think about online chatting. Last week, I was in a group chat with students from 7 different countries: Brazil, Vietnam, South Korea, Iran, Turkey, Ukraine, and Spain. And you know what was amazing? They were all helping each other with English, sharing slang from their countries, explaining cultural references. it hit me that online chatting isn't just about learning English. It's about connecting with the world. When you master these chat skills, you're not just improving your language, you're opening doors to friendships, opportunities, maybe even romance. Who knows? I remember this one student, Ahmed from Iraq, who was super shy about his English. But he started joining international gaming chats, and within 3 months, his confidence exploded. He went from barely saying hello to leading raid strategies and making jokes. Gaming chats taught him English faster than any textbook ever could. So here's your homework. And yes, I'm giving you homework, but fun homework, I promise. Join one international online community this week. It could be a hobby group on Reddit, a language exchange Discord server, a Facebook group about something you love, or even comment sections on YouTube videos about your interests. Start small. Read what others write, notice the patterns, then jump in with a simple, "That's so cool," or "Thanks for sharing." You don't need to write essays. Just be present, be curious, be yourself. And remember, every native speaker was once learning how to communicate online too. We all made mistakes. I still make mistakes. Just yesterday, I sent "I'm excited for the weekend" to my work group instead of my friends group. Slightly embarrassing, but hey, now my colleagues know I'm human. The most important thing is to start. Don't wait until you feel ready, because honestly, you'll never feel completely ready. I've been speaking English my whole life, and I still discover new slang every week. Language is alive, it's always changing, especially online. So, what do you say? Ready to dive into the world of international online chatting? I believe in you. Actually, I know you can do this because you've already made it through this entire episode, and that shows commitment. Next week, we're going to explore English for video calls, because let's face it, we're all spending way too much time on Zoom these days. We'll cover how to sound natural, handle technical problems, and yes, what to do when you accidentally have a filter that makes you look like a cat. Don't ask how I know about that last one. Until then, keep chatting, keep practicing, and remember, every message you send is making you better. You're doing great, honestly. Even if you don't feel like it right now, you're improving every day. This has been Tom with English Fluency, the podcast. Thanks for spending your time with me today. Now go forth and chat with the world. Talk soon.